Hi, welcome to day 6 of our Fruit Challenge week. I am so excited for today. One of my favorite movies is Monsters Inc. and Monsters Inc. University. And my favorite character is Mike Wazowski. So that is what we're going to be making today is Mike Wazowski. What you're going to be needing is a handful of grapes, green grapes, because Mike Wazowski's green, a green apple, one raisin, one Oreo cookie, and then a plate for your canvas. So this is probably one of our most challenging edible arrangements we've made all week. So this one may take some patience and some time to get it just right. So don't feel frustrated. Remember, we're not all experts. We're going to take our time and do it slowly. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've pre-washed my fruit. And I'm just going to take it and cut one slice off the side. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to my best to make a circle. Cut out a circle from it. And if you can imagine, this is probably going to be part of our eyeball. There's multiple ways of cutting out a circle, but I just tried my best inside of my cut to do it. So go ahead and make one circle. Now that you have your circle that's going to play a part in his eye, we are now ready to move on to his arms and legs and his ears that we're going to use the green skin part of the rest of our apple. Remember, we are using a knife, so make sure your parents or guardian is around, and please ask them for help when needed, okay? Because this may get tricky because we're dealing with finer arms and legs and pieces, all right? So here we go. I'm going to first start off with its ears. And the little piece that fell off, you can see that I kind of have a football shape. So I'm just going to cut these ends off, and that's going to serve as my ears. Okay, so I got two little triangle pieces. I'm going to put them to the side. And now I'm going to try to make his arms. Now his arms are kind of slender, so I'm just going to use these sides here. And we need 4 pieces. So I'm just going to take it. So there's one. And remember, you can be creative as you want to. That's 2 slices. 3, 4. So I think I've got my arms. Now his legs have similar pieces cut just like this. So I'm going to use this leftover piece over here and cut 4 more. Now make sure it's kind of thin. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now if you want to, it might be better. You see how I've got some flesh still with it. If you want to cut that off, you can. And feel free to nibble it. Because that's the best part about cooking is being able to nibble. And I'm just cutting off the flesh from my skin to make my pieces just a little bit thinner. Feel free to pause the video at any point in time so you guys can catch up. And don't be afraid to ask your parent or guardian for help. This is one of our most harder fruit challenge of the week. All right. So go ahead, make your arms, cut off the additional flesh if need to, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, now that we have our arms and legs, we actually need our fingers and our toes for Mike Wazowski. So I have this extra piece that I cut off my original side of my apple, as you can see here, and I'm just going to take it, and I'm just going to use my knife and make one little indentation, like so. Now I didn't cut it to separate it, I just made a little indentation, okay? And I'm going to do it again, and this is going to be his toes. Now make sure your fingers are out the way, okay? Now, since I am a fan, I can't really tell you how many toes he's got. So I just did about 3 indentions. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing for his other foot. Careful of your knife. Watch those fingers. Okay. Alright, so what I did is I just took a slice of my apple and I made little indentions for his toes. Okay. Remember, they're all still connected. And if you messed up, that's okay. You still got a whole apple to play with. Okay. So go ahead, make his toes, and pause the video if you need to, and we'll start his fingers. Great. Let's work on his hand. So I just took a little slice off of the remaining slice I had, and I'm going to cut down the extra flesh like we did its arms and legs, just so it can lay flatter when we put it together. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to make a 7 out of it. Again, watch those fingers so you don't cut your fingers. And like I said, I just made a simple 7. Alright? You're going to do that twice so that you have his fingers. Alright, now we're going to take another piece of our apple because I've used all that I could. And I'm going to make another circle and try to make it bigger than your last circle. Alright. Voila, I have another circle. And if you want to, you can cut down some of your flesh so it lays flatter when we put it all together. I'm going to put that to the side. And now I'm going to work on its teeth using this extra slice that I have left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. Now his teeth are kind of triangle shaped. So I'm going to use a half of a wedge that I've got. And I'm just going to make triangles like we did with its ears. And this one you want it to stay together, so I'm going to cut half my wedge. So I cut down my wedge just a little bit. And think of it like carving a pumpkin. We're going to make little triangles. And you want to keep it all together. So I have little triangles. You can see the little imprint here. And I'm just going to cut off the top of it some more. And now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to squeeze out some of my triangles so that you could see the teeth. Again, we're being careful of our fingers. So it's not the best, but I cut out like I was doing a pumpkin where I cut out some pieces of it so you could see my teeth. I took my plate and I started making a circle with my green grapes. It's going to be hard to do, but try your best to make a circle because Mike Wazowski is nothing but a circle. Alright. And I'm going to take my big circle of my apple and I'm going to lay it down with the skin side showing up. I'm going to take my smaller circle, place it on top, and then I'm going to take my raisin and place it on top of there. And you see, mine's got a little oval shape, so I'm going to just take it and cut it down just a little bit further so that it can lay flat on top of my peel. I'm going to add my eyeball. Alright? Now I'm going to take his triangle ears that we cut. I'm going to place them on the top. Alright? So there's his ears. Now I'm going to move forward with his legs. So I'm going to turn my plate around. Maybe that will help. So I'm going to put his legs down. I'm going to take another slice that we did. I'm going to kind of bend them a little bit. And then I'm going to add the pieces that we add slices to for his toes. So there are his legs with his toes. Okay. Now I'm going to turn my plate to the side and work on his arms. So with his arms, I'm going to add one piece of the peel that we did. And then I'm going to add the second peel, and I'm going to put it downwards. And then I'm going to add my 7s that we did. Okay. So here, Mike Wazowski, oh, I can't tilt it. It'll be hard to see because they're going to all fall off. Should have its arms and legs with toes and fingers, an eyeball, and its ears. Okay? And at this point in time, we're missing his mouth because he wasn't afraid to speak up. So we are going to add its mouth. So go ahead, catch up with me, and we will add his mouth. To make its mouth, I took an Oreo cookie, and I simply scraped off the filling, and I cut it in half, or I tore it in half, okay? So now I'm going to bring back Mike Wazowski over here. I'm going to add its mouth down below, and I'm going to add its teeth. It should be facing upward. And you might be experiencing what I'm experiencing, where its teeth are falling apart from one another, but that's okay. We can't be experts. We can at least try. Alright? So, go ahead, add your mouth, and pause the video if you need to, and we'll catch up. I hope you guys can see my finished product. It's not perfect, but I know with practice and doing it a couple more times, I'll become a pro at it. This one was the hardest one of the whole week, so it did take some time and it took some patience for sure. So make sure you don't give up, keep trying, and it's not going to look perfect the first time, as you can see with mine, but just keep up with it, and in the meantime, you've got a healthy snack to enjoy. So enjoy your Greek color group, enjoy your sweets in moderation with your Oreo cookie, and I can't wait to see your finished product. Be sure to post your pictures in the comment box so I can see your awesome work. Have a great day. Bye.